So welcome, judges, and gosh, I felt a bit strictly there. And thank you, everybody. Moving on to the fun part of the afternoon, the Museums Change Lives Awards for 2022. And this afternoon, we're going to celebrate some of the most exciting work that's happening in museums across the UK. And as we've been hearing throughout conference, museums we know can be transformative for people and places. And these awards are a really fantastic way for us to recognise some of the best projects and practice, which is really making a difference to our audiences and communities. This year, our judging panel, I know, had a harder time than ever in picking shortlists and winners for these awards because the standard of entries is the best that we've seen. And we'd like to thank everybody who took the time to enter and to congratulate all entries on the amazing work that you're doing. We'd also like to give our very sincere thanks to our sponsor this year, PLB, who are kindly supporting these awards over the next 3 years. PLB offer creative museum design and strategic heritage services, and Jamie McCall from PLB will help us by presenting one of the awards today. We have 4 awards to hand out, 1 award for an individual who has made a huge difference to the sector, and 3 awards for institutions who are doing great things. And we don't just have trophies to hand out. This year, for the first time, we're delighted to be able to award each winner with a £500 prize in recognition of their amazing work. So without further ado, we'll get started. And the first award we're presenting is the Radical Changemaker Award. This is for the individual who has made the greatest impact in the sector by driving forward one or more themes of the Museums Change Lives campaign. There are so many possible candidates for this award, but today we've whittled it down to a short list of 3. And first on the shortlist is Diana Foster. Diana was shortlisted for her work founding a community museum and for single-handedly making a huge impact in Somerstown, Camden's most deprived ward. She's endeavoured to meet the museum's aim of providing diverse memories for future generations and guarantee equal rights and equal access to heritage for all people. In a working-class area, she has galvanised a community and contributed a record of place and time for posterity. Well done, Diana. Next on the list is Elma Glasgow. Elma has brought together over 30 partners to create and deliver Power of Stories, an ambitious touring exhibition and events programme which celebrates African and Caribbean heritages in Suffolk. Her drive to celebrate this heritage created opportunities for thousands of people to connect, understand and explore previously excluded histories. Seeing the need for museums to change, Elma founded Aspire Black Suffolk, a CIC which supports museums to connect and to collaborate with local black communities. Congratulations to Elma. Our final shortlistee is Zandra Yeaman. As part of the Curating Discomfort project, Zandra has embedded anti-racism within the Hunterian Museum, while also collaboratively developing new displays that disrupt the power dynamic within the museum and taking steps to dismantle racism. She supports colleagues far and wide in their anti-racism work and has developed a team of community curators who worked on this project. She's very generous with sharing her knowledge and her experience, and as she would say, lifting while you climb. Great work, Zandra. And now we're going to find out who the Radical Changemaker Award goes to this year. This person impressed our judges with their commitment to anti-racist practice and their passion and drive to connect museums and communities. So huge congratulations to our winner, which is Elma Glasgow for Aspire Black Suffolk. Congratulations. I'll let you say a few very quick words.
Very quick. Okay, gosh, I'm completely flabbergasted. Firstly, I just have a few words I'm going to bring up. I really didn't think I was going to get the award, but I just want to say, firstly, thank you to everyone who supported me. Thank you so much for the Museums Association, and also huge kudos to the women I shared the category with. You're amazing. I can't see you at the moment, but I know you're incredible. So I set up Aspire Black Suffolk to help build on the impact of the Power of Stories exhibition, originally by Ipswich Museums in 2021. It's a catalyst for sharing local black stories and for positive action. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit breathless. It's an honour to be standing here because I feel so welcome and I feel seen, which is really, really important. I'm here because of my ancestors who were owned by a Scottish man, hence my surname. Nonetheless, they survived. Meaningful change can't happen in isolation. So I'd like to thank the co-director of Aspire Black Suffolk, who can't be here today, the local black community and our allies, Ipswich Museums, the Association for Suffolk Museums, Suffolk County Council, Moyses Hall Museum, the Food Museum, and of course, Marvel. The Power of Stories has been touring this year, and it's on at Snake Maltings in East Suffolk until 19th of February if you're able to catch it. But this means the absolute world to me, and it will do to everyone else back in Suffolk. So thank you so much.
And now for the Reimagining the Museum Award. And this award is for the best example of a museum using decolonising practice to recognise the impact of the legacy of empire and slavery in its activities. And let's find out more about that shortlist. First up, the Hunterian, the University of Glasgow for Curating Discomfort, which addresses power imbalances in museums. Much of the Hunterian's collection is in Glasgow through historical global networks of imperial extraction and exploitation. The project sought to use institutional discomfort as a catalyst for meaningful change, not simply in its displays, but across the whole organisation. It challenged long-standing museum narratives and processes, broadening representation in the museum's engagement with Scottish society and maximising the potential of its collections. Amazing work, Hunterian. Next on the shortlist is National Museums Liverpool for the colonial legacies of the Liverpool Sandbach family. This co-curated project was delivered by young people recruited from Liverpool's marginalised communities. It confronted the family's links to slavery, colonialism and empire and evaluated their portraits by neoclassical sculptor John Gibson, which have been displayed at the Walker Art Gallery without question or context for almost 50 years. The group selected works for inclusion and produced the interpretation, working with curators and local historians to develop new ways to share these histories. So congratulations, National Museums Liverpool. Our final entry on the shortlist is Parallel Lives, Worlds Apart at Paxton House, not far from us here in the Scottish borders. This project brought together Paxton's archives, costumes and recognised furniture collections with its strong historical links with slavery in Granada. It's part of a long-term plan to decolonise Paxton House, embedding the histories deeper within the site's interpretation and strengthening community partnerships. A programme of creative engagement enabled children from socially and economically disadvantaged backgrounds in Scotland, London and beyond to learn about shared histories and to respond creatively. So well done to Paxton Trust. We're going to find out now who has won the Reimagining the Museum Award, and I'd like to ask one of our judges to come and present this one, Sheila Asante.
Thank you, Gillian. So yes, the person who got this award, place who got this award was because of the organisational change that happened across the museum so not just reimagining within one area, but across the whole organisation. And that was the Hunterian University of Glasgow for curating this conference.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Come on. I happen to be sitting in the front row, but I'm completely the wrong person to be accepting this award. Thank you all. This is down to this amazing group of people, most notably Zandra Yeaman, and also to all of our wonderful colleagues at the Hunterian, because it is about the change that has gone on across the whole team over the last couple of years and is ongoing now. So thank you for the award. It's fantastic. And thank you to all you fantastic people. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
We can't leave it with the white male to respond to this, okay? Thank you to the judges. As you can see, all this hard work, this is part of the team, but it was more than that. It was the whole institution that was involved in this, so thank you for this recognition. It means a lot.
Congratulations to the Hunterian. We're going to move on swiftly now to the Best Small Museum Project Award. And this is for a small museum which is making a big difference to its local community. There are 3 museum projects shortlisted in this category. First up, we have the Dylan Thomas Centre and Your Voice Advocacy for Co-Producing Change. Since 2017, the Centre has hosted Your Voice Advocacy Group's weekly blended sessions, predominantly focusing on giving a voice to learning disabled adults in Swansea and Neathport Talbot. The group also works with the Centre to create positive change to benefit all visitors and staff. Each week, it shares on social media a poem reflecting on their session, created with its magnetic poetry interactive, demonstrating that creativity with language is empowering and for everybody. Well done to all involved in this inspiring project. Next on the shortlist is Queer Britain for We Are Queer Britain. The first half of 2022 saw Queer Britain move into its first bricks and mortars home, and when they opened in May, they officially became the first LGBTQ+ museum in the UK. In July, they launched their first exhibition, We Are Queer Britain, marking 50 years of pride in the UK and featuring incredible artefacts that bring together important voices, objects and images from the UK's queer activism, art, politics and culture, with some material dating back to the 18th century. Queer Britain's studio space is also used by community groups such as Gay Indian Network, Queer China UK and Say It Loud. Congratulations, Queer Britain. Our final entry on the shortlist this year is the Unicorn Preservation Society for Wave Makers. Reconsidering their approach to volunteering, the Society instituted a new volunteering practice and philosophy based around 3 principles that challenged previous practice. Partnerships allow us to do better work with more people. Put interpersonal relationships first. Volunteers work with people, not with heritage. Volunteers are not ours. If they move on to better things, we've done our job. The effects of the new volunteering programme have demonstrably enhanced volunteers' health and well-being and created better places to live and work while supporting people facing barriers to further education and employment. So well done, Unicorn Preservation Society. And now we will find out who our winner is, and I'd like to ask another of our judges to speak and present the award. Please welcome Christine McLean.
Thanks, Gillian. Gosh, this was hard. It was really hard. But the one that we've chosen, we felt really did represent right across all the aims and objectives of this award. It tackled well-being, diversity, inclusivity, made a real impact on local community, and quite frankly, it's long overdue. And the winner is Queer Britain, for We Are Queer Britain. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And this is heavy.
Thank you. Good God. First of all, just for a set of communities that have often been unseen, and I think that being seen thing is a bit of a theme here today, I think I can quite honestly say that we feel seen by you, so thank you very much. Thank you so much. I've got some very important thank yous to make. I'd like to say, first of all, a huge thank you to our wonderful curator, Dawn Hoskin, brilliantly assisted by Matthew Story and our project manager, Emma Shepley. The whole of the Queer Britain team, which has grown from 2 a year ago to 11 as of this week. All our volunteers, we just had a latest volunteer drive where we had an additional 70 people come and join that team. Our board, including Robert Taylor, who I urge you to go and see speaking on the Permissible Beauty panel. Very proud about that. And our sponsors and donors, and also our brilliant landlord Art Fund, who've been a wonderful support for us. But most of all, thank you to the the museum community, who have really made us feel welcome and really made us feel part of something. And you know better than anybody that when we share our stories, we all understand each other better. So thank you.
Well done, Queer Britain. It's fabulous. And now to our final and biggest award, the Museums Change Lives Project Award for 2022. And this goes to the museum producing brave, innovative work, helping to make a difference in the world. Here are the shortlisted museums. First up, we have Heritage Doncaster for history, health and happiness in Doncaster. This project aims to tackle isolation and improve well-being in the city. We know that loneliness is bad for you. It's as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and that Doncaster residents have considerably higher levels of unhappiness compared to national average. This project combats this by using accessioned collections, hands-on activity and storytelling as the basis for social clubs, and workshops connect people through shared interests and enable them to exchange skills and experiences, meaning that participants can build skills and confidence. So well done to everyone on that project. Next on the shortlist is the People's History Museum for Migration, a Human Story. This project is a series of creative interventions installed throughout the museum's main galleries, inviting visitors to challenge what they think they know about migration and inspiring engagement, reflection and debate. The programme of activity was co-created by a community programme team made up of people whose lives have been shaped by migration and developed in collaboration with local organisations, including Hope for Justice. Congratulations to the People's History Museum. And our final entry is the Whitworth at the University of Manchester for Still Parents, Life After Baby Loss, in partnership with Manchester SANS, which is the stillbirth and neonatal death charity. Still Parents is a pioneering programme to support parents who have experienced baby loss. Drawing on the museum's collection and under the guidance of professional artists, the monthly workshop programme encourages participants to collectively explore their experiences through art and creativity. The Still Parents exhibition, the first of its kind, opened in September last year, creating a platform to share personal stories, open up conversations and break the silence that still continues to surround baby loss. Inspiring work at the Whitworth. Well done. And now we're going to find out who has won the Best Museum Change Lives Project Award. And I'd like to ask our sponsor, PLB, to speak and to present this. So please welcome Jamie McCall.
Thank you, Gillian. Hello, I'm Jamie, and I'd just like to say that PLB are really proud to be connected to these awards, as I've had a long-held belief that museums really can change lives for everyone in the sector. So, as you've seen, the shortlist has been amazing for the Best Museums Change Lives project. The Winners Project really inspired the judges with its honest and powerful portrayal and how it focused on participation to share stories and voices, to help people navigate and express grief and to raise awareness. So huge congratulations goes to the winner, who is the Whitworth, the University of Manchester, for Still Parents, Life After Baby Loss. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you very much. Again, totally unexpected, absolutely overjoyed. I suppose who we would really like to acknowledge is our partners, Manchester Sands, who have worked with us from the very, very beginning of this project, which actually was conceived in, 5 years ago now. It's been a really sort of long, ongoing project. So yeah, Manchester Sands have been with us from the very, very beginning and are a massive part of this project. So they couldn't be here today, so that this is kind of for them too. But most importantly, this award really is for our participants, of those that were so brave in sharing their stories with the world and helping people to feel less alone in their grief. And also, like it said in the film, that to sort of break the silence that still continues to surround the subject. And this is the sort of first exhibition of its kind, and we're really, really, really proud of it. It is still on display. It's been on for just over a year now, and still on display until the 4th of December. So if you do get the chance to visit Manchester and visit the Whitworth, it really is something special. So yeah, thank you so much for this. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jamie, and congratulations to the Whitworth. And that wraps up the Museums Change Lives Awards for 2022. I think you'll agree we've seen an incredible range of museum and work. Hopefully you're feeling inspired. I know that I am. Before I release you, one more thing to do before we close this session, and that's just to let you know the results of the voting. I'm delighted to announce that all motions have been passed by a significant majority. So thank you to everybody who took part. Thank you to everybody here for being here today. It's wonderful to see you in Edinburgh. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of conference.